And here we go. It's gold medal time at the Australian Lacrosse Association Indoor Championships. Gold medal game for 2020 at the Westgate Sports Centre in Altona North, and Victoria taking on WA. Yesterday's prelude saw Victoria get over the line 13-10, and today we are looking at maybe a similar game, or if WA just not played their poker hand and didn't show much yesterday, or is Victoria the ones that held their cards tight to their chest? We will find out very, very soon here at the Westgate Sports Centre, and I look forward to seeing the numbers on the Facebook through the Australian Lacrosse Association's and ALN's page up past the 150 marks as we get into this live stream. Send us some shout outs. We'll try to get as many as we can out to you while this game is going on, but I expect this to be really fast paced. And the team, as we always say, that settles the earliest in these gold medal games seem to be the ones that get the biscuits. So as the teams just assemble here, we will be introducing the crew for the referees very, very shortly, along with the Victorian and respective WA teams. And obviously then we will be listening to the Australian National Anthem. The stand is packed here at the Westgate Sports Centre, and we are not far away from getting started here. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 2020 Australian Lacrosse Association Indoor Championships here at the Westgate Sports Centre. This is the gold medal game between Victoria and WA down here, and we will introduce your officiating crew for this gold medal game. Can you please put your hands together for the officiating crew? Mr. Steve Green, he is the crew chief. I got it right. Jason Lawrence with R1, Luke Keesing in R2, and standby is Kelvin Menerds. Give them a big round of applause. They've done a great job this week. And introducing your Victorian team. Number 2, Chris Moffat. Number 5, Darren Ricketts. Number 6, the ever-lovable Caleb Hall, the alternate captain. Number 8, Mr. Scotty Filipponi. Number 9, Jai Arambatis. Number 10, the captain, Keith Nyberg. Number 11, Nathan Bell. Number 13, Campbell McKinnon. Number 16, Lachlan Ross. Number 19, Lachlan McDonald. All the Ducks 22, number Aaron Curry. Number 23, the big man himself, Tim Ratchie. Number 25, Lachlan McKinnon. Number 25, Tony Joseph. Number 30, Shannon Halliwell. Isn't he looking in fine form? Number 34, Dan Hall. Number 44, Tyler Reynolds. Number 81, Brendan Pumba Freeman. Number 91, Tyson Black. Number 00, Blake Watson. Your head coach is Greg Mollison, assistant coach Travs Black, and team manager Brad Curry. And on the other side of the field, let me introduce the WA boys. Number 1, Keegan Davies. Number 3, Vice Captain Simon Fleet. Number 4, also Vice Captain Lucas Wood. Number 7, the evergreen Sean Levy. Number 9, Matty Devoy. Number 10, he's done everything, Mr. Warren Wazza Brown. Number 11, Nath Simpson. Number 14, Cameron Mulcahy. Number 16, Braden the Freight Train Panting. Number 19, Greg Mulcahy. Number 22, Aaron Mackner. Number 27, the man himself, Mr. Benny Muxlow. He is captain of your WA side. Number 30, Cam Brown. Number 32, Mr. Sammy Koswara. Number 34, Sam Ramsey. Number 43, Mr. Matty Wood. All the 8s, Connor Davies. Number 91, Afiq Jackson. And number 99, Stuart Bentley. Your head coach is Wade Hammond. Your assistant coach is Luke Oliver. On behalf of the Australian Lacrosse Association, can everyone please be upstandings and helmets removed for your Australian national anthem? All right, and back we go. Sorry, just had to do another little thing. So here we go. This is the gold medal game here between the WA side and the Victorian side. We look forward to an absolute cracker here on the Australian Lacrosse Network. And we can see here already nearly 60 people on the live stream. So for those aren't on, and the crowd is really packed in here at the Westgate Sports Centre in Altona North, send us a big shout out, and I'll try to get back to you. I see here Ryan Gaspari is back on the line, and Ricky Smithson, and Australian head coach Mr. Glenn Meredith is also watching. Big shout out to you, Rub. May the best team win here. We have WA against Victoria, and let's get it on. So the boys are just coming out to the centre here. And we have Nathan Bell against Nate Simpson. And they will take the first face-off for their respective teams. And we're expecting an absolute cracker here today as the two teams take their marks. Crew Chief Steve Green is about to place the ball down. And here we go, gold medal time. Play! So Nath Belly gets the ball. Ball to be won. Simpson, ball in his stick. Gets under a heap of pressure there from Moff. As a little bit of rub in his racing early. We like to see that in the box game. As Braden panting. He gets the ball to Woodsy. Woodsy stepping in, and an early shot there. Good save by the Victorian keeper. And it will come back the other way. And Watson starting in the cage for Victoria. And Magna down the other end, respectively, for WA. So Black with the ball. Kicks it over here to McKinnon. Good looking to go about their work. McKinnon shoots high. Oh, great take off the back there from Pumba. Has a shot, just doesn't quite manage to nail it. WA on the foray forward here. And just holding up Woods with the ball. As panting comes on, Koswara just finding a little bit of the turf out here, and I'm sure it'll be nice and willing early as Connor Davies also comes on. Two lefties out there. And Ramsey out there for WA as well. Shot had. That one's going to be an over and back, and that it will be a Victorian ball. So as you'd expect early here in this big gold medal game, bit of frenetic energy being used up early. So ball up the top here. Lockie McKinnon kicks it down to Campbell McKinnon. This is the McKinnons working together here. Campbell McKinnon fires. That one's wide. That one's going to be an over and back as well. That's going to be a WA ball. So both keepers keeping out their respective offensive forays at the moment. And WA with the ball here. Kicks it up to Sammy Koswara. Sammy Koswara, he's got Lucas Wood on the other side, panting, just working around him. Devoy with the ball now. He gets under plenty of pressure there from Tony Joseph. He's certainly putting the pressure on Devoy. Devoy managed to get in a couple yesterday, just sneaking in around the backside. But Joseph's wearing him like a cheap suit at the moment. Looks inside, and Koswara, who had the first goal yesterday, has not panting, just going hard there. And we are going to see a loose ball push. That will go to WA. And lots of willing body being shown here at the moment in the early stages of this first quarter of the gold medal game. Brought to you live and free on the Australian Lacrosse Network. And you'll find us on Facebook as a shot had there by Connor Davies. A little bit of love being shown down the back there from Devoy. Tony Joseph just assessing what's going on here. Finds Black as Pumba comes on with Reynolds. Pumba steps on the top shoulder of Mackner there. That shot, both keepers keeping him out. Mackner just coming out the cage and showing a little bit of love to the attacker running behind him. Ball's open in the middle, looks inside. Oh, big shot there from Sam Ramsey. But ball coming back the other way now for Victoria as Caleb Air Hall gets his mojo on. He ended up with a few yesterday. Looks through. Fantastic there. Victoria on the board first. And that is Aaron Curry. He ended up with 2 yesterday. And he opens up the scoring for Victoria in the first quarter. And after a frenetic start here between the two sides, we see Curry putting one away. And just like his namesake in the NBA, Curry for 3. He's on the board. So back to the centre here. We got McDonald up against Fleety. And Victoria win the ball. As Tim Ratchie comes on. Ball out the out of side. Reynolds kicks it over to Campbell McKinnon. McKinnon sees someone sneaking down the back corner. There's a pick coming here. Looking to roll inside. Not happening at the moment. 7 seconds on the shot clock here. 4, 3, 2, 1. Shot. Saved there from Mackner. Ball coming back WA's way. Currently 1-0 with 11 minutes to go in the first term. As Stu Bentley brings the ball over. And we see Lucas Wood just breaking through there. We've got Davies with the ball now. And Afiq Jackson finding his way on through the centre. Davies. No, that's Wood. Steps up. Wood, good backup there from Jackson. As there's a bit of stuff going on in the middle. There's Davies. You got Panting open the other side here. Shot to be had. Shot clock expires. And Victoria will bring the ball back here. So Victoria. Tony Joseph with the ball. Kicks up there to Lockie McKinnon, who kicks it down to Pumba. He loves that bounce pass up the top. There's the goal scorer, Curry, back in the game. Little inside look, bang. That one's just gone left of the net. That one's going to be over and back. That will be a WA ball. Benji Muxlow breaking down there to get the ball. Ball starting. Victoria replacing their offense with their defense. And Benji Muxlow finding himself holding the ball there as he will just find a way to the bench. As Woodsy comes on and has a shot. Reset called. Breakaway here. Dan Hall with the ball. Reassesses. Reynolds just flicks it up to Reynolds. Black coming on. Lockie McDonald with the ball now. As Tim Ratchie just finds his way in as well. Hall looks down the back. That one just bouncing that one off. Fleety with the ball here. Good work there from Hall. Double chase just below us here. Good pressure. Oh, Ratchie, he loves it. Doesn't he love it? Fleety loves it just as much. Still holds the ball. Plenty of numbers going on there What great lacrosse that was. Fleety, outstanding hold under massive pressure from the Victorian Blue division. And WA come on now, down to Panning. Panning looks inside. That one's come off the tink. It's off the net. So Muxlow will pick the ball up here. They're going to have a reset. That one come off the post. Good shot there from Panting. As we see Koswara come on. Wood finds his way onto the field as well. And both Woods on now as well. And that's going to be over and back. Now that's not what WA would want. As Matty Woods comes on, Stu Bentley, he finds his way on. We see Keegan Davies and Muxlow coming on in the defensive end. As we see Hall with the ball here. Kicks it to McKinnon. Kicks it over to Freeman. Freeman looking for Hall. Freeman got a goal yesterday that ripped off the chest of Magna. Steps inside Hall. He had a couple yesterday as well. Good double there from Muxlow. Good slide. Ball to be won on the deck. Plenty of going on there. Stu Bentley gets the ball taken away from him down there by Campbell McKinnon. Still lots of stuff going on, but Stu Bentley says, while you guys are all mucking around down there, I'll get the ball and come up. And the ball is going to go back to Victoria. Scotty Filipponi just gives it up to Blackie and kicks it over here to Campbell McKinnon, down to Hall. Over to McKinnon. Finds Black. Hall looking up. There's a good save there from Magna down low. Great pickup there by McKay. And he's working his way out there, Cam McKay. Ball is loose. That's going to be an over and back. Black picks up the ball. Victoria with numbers streaming on the box side. Just finds Ratch. Timmy kicks it up here to Lockie McKinnon. Or just fakes that one, does Black. Good defense from Benji Muxlow. That's his second or third really good effort in the defensive end. Good work there from Magna to save that one. But Black gets the back up here. And reassesses as the clock shot resets. Another 30 seconds for the Victorian team. They are currently leading 1-0. There is about 7 minutes to go. And that one's going to go over and back. So 1-0 here to Victoria early or halfway through the first quarter. 7 minutes to go, in fact. And we have Victoria bringing in their defensive unit as Jackson and Devoy and Koswara and Wood. And where's a cheap one there, does Davies. Good shot. Another hit there on Devoy. He's found himself on the carpet a few times this early in this game already. Lucas Wood looking around, looking for options. Afik Jackson just lets that one rip off the back perspex. Ball kicked up, and we will see Belly just ease the ball up as Pumba picks the ball up. Fremo just kicking it over here to Lockie McKinnon. McKinnon looks, loads, cocks, nothing. Puts it inside, behind the back there from Hall. Just slipping over. Ball is in Magna's stick as the clock shot goes. And Jackson down the outer side as Panting comes on for the Sandgropers. Matt Wood, Connor Davies just rolling in. And there's Lucas Wood. Sam Ramsey in the offensive bang. There we go. And WA opened the account with Matty Wood just finding himself rolling on the inside there, popping that one past the keeper in Blake Watson. And we have a 1-1 ball game as WA get on the board here. And I'm sure that would be a much talked about goal in the context of this game with keeping close with these scores. So 1-1 is the score here at the Westgate Sports Centre in Altona. Bell just flicks the ball up there to Moffat. Moffat gives it to Tim Ratchie. As we see Reynolds come on. Steps in, Ratch Ratchie misses the cage. Picked up there, gives it over to Fleet. Fleet loves a bit of body pressure. Oh, there we go. Ratchie, there's a penalty on that, and we might see a 5-minute one here. That was high and cheap. So we'll see what Steve Green has to say about that one. Okay, so 2-3, Tim Ratchie will find himself in the box for a 2-minute cross-check. Was quite high. We saw one of those in the first game go for 5 minutes, but Steve Green assessing that one not to be just a cross-check, and away we play. So WA, having just scored the last one, get a man-up opportunity here, and Victoria going to try and keep them out as Koswara gets the ball. Koswara steps in, bang! Koswara puts another one on the board for WA, and they are out to a 2-1 lead here with 5 minutes exactly left on the clock. And it is stop clock in this final. So 5 minutes exactly it stopped on. And Sammy Koswara, who got 2 in the first yesterday, gets the WA team up and about and gets them the lead. And it is 2-1 here in what is a very entertaining first quarter of the gold medal in the championship game here for the ALA Indoor National Championships. A push being assessed there by Steve Green. Ball kicks down to Lucas Wood. Matty Wood's on. Connor Davies breaking through the centre. No one looks. And Connor Davies straight off the bench. Ascendancy with the WA team at the moment. And Lucas Wood just saw Connor Davies breaking off the bench. No one picked him up. By the time they actually got anybody on him, shot was away. And Connor Davies gets his first of the day, and that's his. He will be very happy to have his first one after not getting on the scoreboard yesterday. So we're 3-1 here with 4:40 to go in the first term. Bell picks the ball up, looking for someone. Pressure coming. That's a high ball. That could come back with interest if that turns over. And Black and Bentley just getting tied up. Numbers here for WA. Simpson inside, panting, and Numbers shut down there by Victoria. And apologies for that. We had a slight technical interruption where the internet connection has just dropped out here because of the heat. No score had since you've been gone. And from the Australian Lacrosse Network, we apologise about that, but it's quite warm here. And the boxes. So we're back live here. Score is still 3-1 WA. We've got a minute to go in the first quarter as Pumba has another shot. To give you a bit of a heads up while we were down, there's been a couple of shots both ends. Both keepers doing a great job as Jackson just misses the ball. That one pops over there to Filipponi, and the ball is going to come back to Victoria through Jai. Jai just pops the ball over there to Curry. And 18 seconds left on the shot clock. And we're well under a minute on the game clock here. So as Campbell McKinnon steps down, gets a screen, pops, bang, another big save from Bachner. He's certainly doing a fantastic job. We're going to reset here. So Victoria can have the last shot of the quarter here. There's 14 seconds on the game clock. Now there's 12. It's going to expire. Muxlow from downtown. Not to be. Ball coming back the other way. And that will just about round out the first quarter. As the first quarter siren goes off. And we were timed out there. So at the end of the first, we see WA, after Victoria getting on the board first, WA coming back with 3 unanswered goals to lead this one at quarter time. And we might go and have a look at the replays on here. As I said, apologies for going down, but you missed absolutely nothing, bar a couple of minutes. And that was the first one there. Fantastic move through there from Curry. And then WA from there, it was all WA for the rest of the quarter. as Woods just went, thank you very much, and he loved that one to open up the account for WA. And then on the outside here, we just see step in, step in, step in. And yes, he did, Mr. Sam Kozwara. And on the right-hand side, just coming through there, Davies. No one came to him. Pop, bang, there's 3. And that is the 3 for WA and 1 here for Victoria. And I'll try and get a couple of shout-outs in while I'm here, but that was pretty frenetic in the first quarter. So let me go down my list. There's a heap of people. G'day, Fish, Alan Marenkovic, Chippy, Janet Campbell-Baker, Mike Wetner. Davies handles the business. Yes, he does. Toddy Bartlett's watching. G'day, Tux, Arlen Lim, Kath Connolly, Kimberly Bentley. Got Stu Bentley's little brother, Logan, watching us with us today. G'day to you, Logan. Big shout-out from the Australian Lacrosse Network. Shannon Jones, go Vic, number 91, watching from Canada. There we go. Give us a shout-out where you are. I'll try and get on him. Jane Mackin-Everall says, Matty, Jesse Winnan's watching after his game today. And Phil Ackland, g'day the Hoff over there in WA. I'm sure you're pretty proud of the WA boys right now. Mitch Speck watching. Pauline Marr says, let's go Vicks. Tommy Freeman's watching. Troy Linder. And yes, Shendell Oliver. Yep, the broadcast went down. Unfortunately, it did freeze. We are running off an internet connection here, which did overheat, so we had to do that. But in his skills, Mr. Scotty Gill is all over that stuff, so nothing missed. And we are just about to start the third quarter. And Tom Vicks watching. Timmy Kennedy, Gav Levy. Big shout out to the Australian Under-19 head coach, Gav Levy. Kimberly Bentley says, go Cozzy. And Josh Harris is also watching. And the scrub, Nathan Arscott. Big shout out to you. Hope you're in the ice bath recovering as Victoria get the ball for the start of the second quarter. And there's a plenty of pressure being added to Moff over there. And Moffat kicks the ball up. And 10 seconds on the shot clock. As a pick comes on here. Tim Ratchgy just goes down at the inappropriate moment behind the cage. WA will bring the ball up with Stu Bentley just holding the ball out the outer side there. And Braden Panting comes on. Jackson for WA. And the goal scorer in Davies just makes his way onto the field as well. And Devoy just pushing his weight around there, just trying to create some space. Davies steps up, looks inside, got Wood. Oh, 5-hole. There we go. Doesn't he like that one? A little bit of celebration there from Connor Davies. Then why wouldn't you? He's on the board with 2. That's his first of the second. 2 goals for the game. And in the blink of an eye, we're out to a 4-1 lead here for WA early in the second quarter. So Victoria just having their opportunities down in their offensive end. But Macna's been all over this so far. And we're back to the centre as Steve Green sets the face-off players. Ball to be won. Ball flicked up. McDonald down there. Curry as well. McKinnon. Oh, little one over the top. Give him a bit of wood. That's right. Number 13 there, Campbell McKinnon. Steps on. He's been pivotal. Black. Looks outside here to McKinnon. Lockie McKinnon. Ball coming up. 20 seconds still on the shot clock. Gives it over to McDonald. Campbell McKinnon stepping down. Loading. Oh, good stop there from Magna. He was ready for that one. And he had the 5-hole covered as Campbell McKinnon came around the outside, round a few screens, plenty of traffic, but already down there was the keeper, and he stopped that one from going in. And WA with the ball again, and if WA can get another one here, that game starts to get out to a 4-goal game, and that'll be just what the coaching staff of WA would have talked about this morning coming into this championship game. There we go, bang. Big shot there from Cozzy, picked up by Wood. Just great job there from Matt Wood. That's a free ball. So, no, that's going to be an over and back as that's deemed to have come off a WA player. So, ball will start with Victoria here, and they will be looking to get an early one. And Broden Watson says the game never over, Victoria. Keep fighting, absolutely. 100%. This game is never over. And it goes right down to the wire. And that's what we're looking for in this contest. So shot, Pumba just loading up there. Saw a bit of an opportunity. Not there. Kicks it over to Campbell McKinnon. 10 on the shot clock. Looks inside. Picked off there by Bentley. Bentley under immense pressure from Mr. Hall. Hall just flicks it over to Fleet. Fleet looks down. Assesses. They got players coming on. Jackson running on as Panting and Fleet just does the right thing for the WA. Settles the ball down so they can get some substitutes on as Mulcahy comes off as well. Connor Davies and Koswara on for WA. Down low there on Lucas Wood. Opens up. Oh, that's hit him right in the big V. Has that one. And Lucas Wood just letting a shot go there as Koswara chases out the outer side there on Campbell McKinnon. Kicks it over to McDonald. McDonald just flicking the ball down here to Black. Black just playing a bit of hide and seek. And just doing, that's a little bit cute where this game is at the moment. It's going to be the just the simple things that happen. But there you go. Benji Muxlow missing his target up the middle. And it coming back, and will it come back with interest there as Lockie McKinnon picks up the ball, kicks it up here to Freeman. Freeman has Lockie McKinnon, has Black coming. Black steps in. Oh, great little chicken wing there again from Magna. Magna's on fire in the cage for the WA boys. Benji Muxlow flicking the ball up the field, and Afiq Jackson with the ball now. Matty Woods comes on. He's already got one. Devoy comes on. And Sam Ramsey also just flicking on. And Davies looks down the bottom, just passed behind there. And Dan Hall picking up the scraps. Looks low. Oh, he's got Hall. Hall trying to do some acrobatics. A little bit slippery out there for a few players. They seem to be losing their feet at inappropriate times. And the ball will come back to the WA gold team. Steps up, Wood steps in, little one low. Oh, lucky, great save there from Blake Watson. Just managed to get the stick behind. That was rolling over the line, flicks it out the back, and is that the little thing that may change in this second quarter for the Victorian team? A little bit of luck like that can go a long way in these championship games. And ball now up here to Lockie McKinnon, kicks it to Campbell McKinnon. Campbell McKinnon has Jackson guarding him, looking at pick coming up. Oh, looks down, hits his teammate right in the middle of the back, expecting him to be watching. He should have been watching there, Reynolds, but not to be. And ball turns over again. We have 9 minutes, 25 left in the second quarter. Currently, WA 4, Western Victoria 1, and Jackson with the clock shot at 10. Shot clock at 10. Jackson steps in. Looks. Good save again there from the keeper in Watson. And ball to be won. Hold. Steps up to Voy. Plenty of stuff going on out here. Off the ball, as you'd expect. No prisoners given in this game. Davies, Connor that is, kicks it over to Panting. Panting has Wood moving for him. Looks the other side. Wood Panting. And that one has been saved again there by Watson. And that one's gone up the sleeve. That's the magic trick it is. Blake Watson just showing all his cards now with that magic trick, getting it out of his sleeve. And Victoria bringing it up. And we are going to have a timeout called here by crew chief, Mr. Steve Green. And what a fantastic game this is. Obviously, WA scoring first in that second quarter. And Victoria with no answers at the moment, but 4-1 it is. Great job by the keeper. And I'll get back to some shout-outs here. I think Joshy Harris and Kesavan, K-Man, love you, brother. Good to see you online watching. Carolyn Koswara watching the Cosy boys. Christine Shea says, go Vicks. Dwayne Edwards, hello, Dwayno. Hope you're well. Twisky, obviously back watching in the ice bath after the SA win for the bronze medal. Addie Cunningham, shout out to you, Addie. And Lachlan Alexander's also watching. Kyle Lee and Nick Clothier. And after Zach's big game today, 2 goals, he's done really well. Lukey Oswald, shout out to you, Lukey. And Di Williams says, go the Swans. Well, the Swans are going at the moment with 8 minutes 39 left on the second term. Victoria coach Greg Mollison calling a timeout there just to reassess where his players' mindset is. And 4-1, and Victoria will see what the coaching timeout does here and whether or not they can actually get one off the board. They look like they've spread a lot higher here, Victoria, and trying to open it up. And that obviously was talked about because there was a definite set to spread as Bentley comes down, looks inside, looks downside. Bentley, bang! Bentley puts it away, and we're out to a 5-1 lead here to the WA boys. And Bentley just gives and goes, pops that one, fakes it, and Bentley has his first of the game and the second of the quarter for WA. And WA, 5 goals to 1 with 8:22 left on the ALN scoreboard here. And shout out to the Australian Lacrosse Association. Thank you for allowing us to be partners in this great game of ours and being able to bring to you. So to all the people at the ALA, big shout out to you for all the hard work that you do to get this game where it is. As Bell picks up the ball for Victoria, he gets under immense pressure from Bentley, who just scored the last, manages to turn the ball over as Bell gets done by Bentley. And Muxlow brings the ball into offense for the WA, and Bentley, he's come to play. Goal just had, and then turns the ball over. Out of the stick of Nathan Bell, and WA with a big ascendancy at the moment. Jackson steps down, looks inside, and we are going to have an interference call here. Loose ball interference. The ball will turn over and come back to Victoria. Have the numbers. And Victoria looking. No panic stations yet, though, from the Victorian team. They're sitting just down to the left, and they think they've still got this pretty well in control, even though they're 4-1 down. As Ratchie hits the deck, pops it in, little one over the top there, and that will be a WA ball for in the crease. And ball coming back WA's way. Lucas Wood with the ball. As we see Panting come on. Panting the ball. Devoy in for the WA team. Assessing up the top here. Devoy just shoots from outside. Reset there, but picked up. Well picked up there by Ricketts. And Ricketts flies down the outer side as Devoy follows him down there. And he's got Hall, who he gives it up to as Campbell McKinnon comes on the court. And there's a massive interference here, and lots going on. You can probably hear that in my effects mic as the pass from Hall comes through to Pumba, but misses. And Hall, he's come to play. It's starting to get a little bit willing in here. I think we're about to see this game just fire up a little bit as the ball comes down to Wood. If he can pop another one away here, and penalty on here, picks up, and Fleety with the extra shot there for the penalty. We're going to have a cross-check for 2 minutes, and we'll see who that's called on. So there we go. Jai Aram Batsis gets the penalty there for the cross-check called by Jason Lawrence. And Koswara will end up with the ball up the top. There's a few words being said down here in the Victorian team just behind me, and they just need to settle them down a little bit. Obviously, there's a penalty there. Man-up opportunity, great opportunity. Panting on the outside. Great save there again. But ball to be won on the deck as Panting, he looks for the ball on the boards. Picks it up, Matty Wood, racing out. Good pressure there from Moff on Matty Woods. Cocks up, looks down. There's Woods again. Pops that one around, and that's behind. And ball will come out. Another great save there from the Victorian keeper in Blake Watson. Certainly he's doing his job down that end, keeping everything out that WA keep throwing at him. And Victoria just looking to settle here. They're in a man-down situation, so they're going to have to run this clock. So Lockie McKinnon just keeping the ball out. Looks up. Shot had there. Comes off Magna. Ball to be won. Campbell McKinnon, great job. That's a clock reset, so that'll work for him. Still in a penalty situation, so they're still 4 on 5 here, Victoria, as the ball kicks up here to Lockie McKinnon. Kicks it down here to Freeman. Pumba just holding the line. 13 seconds left on the shot clock for Victoria. Lockie McKinnon. Lockie McKinnon lining up, shoots. And that's come off the keeper, so no reset call. So WA will get the ball here as Benji Muxlow just lets that ball dribble down. And Matt Woods coming off the bench there, picks it up for WA. Kicks it over to Panting. Panting to Koswara. 4 minutes to go. 4 minutes 40 to go in this second term. We still see WA up 5 goals to 1. And we have Koswara sitting it over to Devoy. Devoy ripping that one. And that's going to be a Victorian ball as the shot clock was deemed to have expired before that one was taken by Devoy. And Ratchi just saying, get away, that's my ball, thank you. Kicks it over here to McDonald, who kicks it to Campbell McKinnon. Looks down, looks for that inside roll. Doesn't find it. McDonald with the ball. Kicks it to McKinnon. McKinnon out to Hall. 17 seconds left on the shot clock. Kicks it over. Nice inside roll by Black. Black looks up. Great save again from Magna. And we are going to have a penalty here. We'll listen to Mr. Luke Keesing.
Gold is holding, it's 2 minutes. 99 for gold, hold 2 minutes.
So you can hear Luke Keesing, and thanks for the referee, Luke Keesing, for being mic'd up today. We really appreciate it. It's another view and inside. But a hold there on Stu Bentley. So Stu Bentley gets a 2 minute penalty. And this is just what the Victorian team would want right now. They are currently 5 on 4, being 5-1 down. So they have a 2 minute penalty. And you know what happens when you are in man-up situations. You get opportunities to put the ball away as looks inside Black. No one watched him come in. Ratchi looks at Black. Little quick stick on the crease. Ball down, coming off. There will be a WA ball. So nothing for the Victorians there with that power play. But they are still in a power play situation, Victoria, so there's only 4 on 5 here in the offensive end, so WA will just look to run the clock down. 14 seconds left on the shot clock here as Panting steps up the top. You'll see them run the ball down to about 2 seconds and then probably have a ping. You never know your luck if you put it on the cage, and Panting has the ability to put one away when he needs it. Steps inside. Shot clock goes before that one happened, so Victoria will bring the ball back. And out on the other side there, it is being run up by Keith Nyberg, and Nyberg just kicks it over to Black. As Black just says 50 seconds left on the penalty here. 13 seconds left on the shot clock. Kicked over here to Lockie McKinnon. Steps inside Black. Up the top here to Lockie McKinnon. Down the back here. Needs a shot. Shot had, and that's home. Oh, no, that's off the back of the net. Sorry to look from my view here. That looked like it rattled the back of the net, but it did literally rattle the back of the net. So Black just getting on the outside. I thought that one was home from my angle, but not to be. And Victoria still looking for their second goal of the game. And we are now 2 minutes 33 to go in the second term. So it would be a huge effort from WA if they were to keep this Victorian star-studded side to a scoreless quarter as Lucas Woods goes about his work. He's got Devoy, steps inside. That's a reset. So if WA can get the ball here, they will be, big cross check. There's a penalty on the board here. There's a massive cross-check. Had Stu Bentley steps up, pops the ball, comes over to Muxlow. 18 seconds on the shot clock. Penalty still on. There's going to be a sit here for a late cross-check on the boards. As Jackson kicks it to Muxlow. Muxlow with 7. Kicks it to Matt Woods. Woods, great save down low. And we're going to see a penalty here. So with the clock stopped at 1 minute 46, Steve Green will assess this penalty. So there we go. So we've got blue number 9, and he's had a couple there today, Jai Aram Batsis. Where's another 2-minute penalty for a cross-check on the side here? And, well, if WA could get another one in a man-up situation with 1:40 to go before the half and keep Victoria scoreless, their coaches would be wrapped, I would say. Kicks it up to Devoy. Kicks it out to Lucas. Lucas looks the other side of Panting. 16-second shot clock. Kicks it down to Devoy. Steps inside behind the back. Just not quite making it. 11 seconds still left on the shot clock. Steps up. Kicks it to Panting. Panting fires. Panting scores. Braden, the freight train, Panting with 7 seconds left on that shot clock. 1:20 in the quarter. And right in the blink of an eye, WA move out to another goal there. And Panting let that one rip. That's his first of the game. And we are currently out to a 6-1 lead here to WA. And Victoria are obviously winning the last 2 indoor championships. Have got some work to do here at halftime and reassess what's going on. But they're a good enough team that they will come back into this. So we have So we're just having some adjustments done here. We're having some adjustments done here. Aramakna just adjusting something. And Steve Green just telling him that need to get back in the cage. So 1:19 to go in this second quarter. And we have a game on our hands. So ball down. Set.
Find the ball.
Keesing lets them go. McDonald with the ball. Beats Simpson there. So Nate Simpson. Kicks it up to Hall. Victoria really want another one before the halftime break here. They're just running inside. McDonald just missing the pass. Just missing a couple of the handles. Some inherent stuff going on in here. Down to Pumba. Pumba looks inside. Hall, who was scoring goals left, right and centre yesterday, hasn't managed to get on the board yet. And WA coming the other way with 40 seconds to go. Looks Davies. That's Connor Davies. Lines up. Ball coming back to the Victorian team. Hall. Just talking down here. So Bell brings the ball up and over. Lockie McKinnon kicks it over there to Reynolds. Reynolds coming down, setting a pick for Ratchie. Ball still up the top, looks inside to Ratchie. Steps outside, Black has a shot. That one's blocked by the defender, Stu Bentley. Looks outside, another big save there. There's going to be a reset if they get the ball though. And Ratchie just wearing some pressure there from Stu Bentley. Kicks it up to Lockie McKinnon with 6 seconds, 5 seconds in the quarter. 4, hits the big swan. And that will see the time run out here in this second quarter. And WA with a big lead at the halftime in this championship gold medal game in your ALA 2020 National Indoor Championships live at the Westgate Sports Centre in Altona North. Brought to you live and free on the Australian Lacrosse Network. And what a quarter that was by WA, as WA just managed to really put the foot on the gas there and kept Victoria scoreless that quarter. As we have a look at a couple of the replays here as WA come off to rapturous applause. Davies picks up the ball. Looks out, looks inside, and Davies just goes 5-hole. Didn't he like that one? Connor Davies, that was his second of the game. Then we had Stu Bentley come down. Look to pass. The 1-2 gets it back to Bentley. Bentley pops that one 5-hole. And there was Stu Bentley's first. And the next ball came on the outer side here. Freight Train Panting just popping that one away. And right there, that is your 3 goals for the quarter. And out to a 6-1 lead here is WA. And I didn't get much of a chance to have a breath in that quarter. So let me give a couple of shout-outs to our fantastic viewers on the Australian Lacrosse Network. Darren Booth says, how about a shout out to the boys in the stripe? Yep, boys in the stripes are doing a fantastic job out here today. Steve Green, Jason Lawrence, Luke Keesing, and Kelvin Menard's just the backup here. But boys in black and white doing an outstanding job. Bridget Harris is watching. Jordan Gillespie, Salts. G'day, boys. Hope you're doing well. General Olver says, Stewie killing it in D and scoring in attack. It's always good when you get your defence scoring up the other end. Mr. Sunderland, big shout out to you, mate. Joseph Pagliaro, one of the young lads with the 23 contract. Big shout out to you, Joey. You were outstanding in Victoria at the start of the year in the STX Challenge, and we look forward to seeing what you have to offer. And Daniel Mills says, let's go get them, boys. WA. Cody Watts says, Nathan Scott, tournament MVP, surely. Yeah, I don't believe he was that. Big shout out to GMO, one of the Australian coaches, and obviously the man in charge of the ALA. And big shout out to you, Moores. Robbo's watching, Mitch Baker's watching, Johnny Fuss, Paul Kernahan, Paddy Palmer, Nathan Scott says facts, no. Cody Watts, no. G'day to Code. Evan Willis is watching. Riley Sunderland, I've missed a lot of people while I've been doing this. Emily Muxlow says, looking forward to seeing the Aussie box team in 23 with the new PBL boys coming in. And the Perth Box League, that is. Yeah, boys. Emily Muxlow all over it there for Benj. And Julie Simpson says, keep it up, WA, guys. John Heron says, go West, keep it up. And on a keep it up note, we might have a quick break here on the Australian Lacrosse Network. We'll be back shortly for the second half of this big gold medal game. And here we go, back live and free on the Australian Lacrosse Network for the second half here. In this, what is a one-sided scoreboard at the moment at the Westgate Sports Centre. We see WA 6, Victoria 1, but I'm sure that's not where this is going to be, as the WA boys just have their last little bit of a chat about the next one. Quarter coming. And we'll get to a couple of shout-outs here as we get on. Mark Noble's watching. Steve Bellerin says, Carn, you Black Swans. Keep it up, boys. Philippa Gilbert says, hey, Roy Mason. Who are you barracking for? Carolyn Oliver says, go WA from Lily Oliver. Peter Quass. G'day, Quassy. He's watching. Carol McDavid all the way WA. Evan Locke in South Australia there. He's go, wow, WA. Great start. And amazing for such a young team led by some experienced players. Carolyn McClucky's watching. Amanda Jane's watching. Roxanne Levy, big shout out to you, Roxy. Barry Edwards. Sean Clark. G'day, Clarky. Dylan Woods is back on again. And Beck Morja and Tracy Hockey says, go WA, as the second half will start.
Reset!
As Bell gets the ball, but his opponent in number 11 there, Simpson, takes it off him. And as we started the finish the second half, WA will have the ball. Wood comes on.
Reset!
And ball just gets thrown away there. So Victoria looking to get some scoreboard pressure back on WA in this second half, as here's a man who can do it. He has got a cannon. But Magna, he has seen everything like beach balls today, Magna. And WA will take the ball. Aaron Magna putting his name up for the MVP of this WA side right now. Victoria just can't get anything past him as Davies comes on. Jackson running on, opens up in the middle. Just shot goes out. That's off the leg up into the nets here. So WA will take the ball. There'll be a reset on that. Davies, that's Connor Davies, picks it up, kicks it to Lucas Woods, over to Panting. Panting kicks it down to Koswara, going about their work. Looks inside. Koswara lets that one rip. That one's going back, up and over. And Davies just lets it go. And Victoria will have another offensive foray here. Thomas Graham also watching. Reddy Williams, big shout out to you. Kate Michelle says, let's go WA boys. And Johnny Hill. Johnny, love you, mate. Big shout out to you. Joey Castle. There's another one of the chatty boys. Joey Castle, big shout out to you, brother, from me. Hope you are well. As we come here, Campbell McKinnon just working on a shot. He was getting those shots away yesterday. Kicks it down here to Freeman. Freeman just popping it over to McDonald. McKinnon, bang, Magna again. Someone would want to drill holes in him at the moment, because that's the only way the ball seems like it's getting through. And will Victoria have an answer for that, as Matty Woods just gets the ball there from Stu Bentley. Kicks it down to Lucas Woods. There's no defense inside, so just assessing as Jackson comes on for WA. Kicks it over and down to Devoy. Devoy got it from Ramsey. Ramsey sits inside. Jackson just tries a little flick. Coming back the other way. And here's Moff. Chris Moffat steps in, and is that the one? No, another big save there from Aaron Magna. But there is a backup there from Hall. Hall kicks it up and over. Ratchie with the ball. Starting to fire bombs. Black, but inside there. That was really good there from Fleety. Just knocking the ball down. Matt Woods with the ball. He's got McKay up in front of him. Fleety gets the ball back. Davies on his left-hand side. As Panting comes up to the half. Plenty of work there from Ratch. And that is going to be a cross-check. That might have been 5 minutes, that one, I reckon. That's right under the ribs. And he's going to sit here, Tim Ratchie, because that is... that has really rattled Simon Fleet. So we'll listen here to Steve Green and what that has to say. Okay, so there we go. Here's Steve Green. So 91 got goalkeeper interference. So that will be a three-man zone here. So Blackie getting goalkeeper interference, and then Tim Ratchie getting an unsportsmanlike delay of game for 2 minutes. So, wow, WA up 6-1 with a three-man zone here for WA. That one's just popped out the other side. Really good save there for the Victorian keeper again. Certainly earning his stripes down there is Blake Watson. But it's a 3-on-5 situation here in this game. As we see Chris Moffat and Tony Joseph come to the bench. Hall comes on. Freeman comes on. And Lockie McKinnon out there. So Pumba, he's about to get monstered. And WA. So we've got a hold here, I believe. Loose ball hold. So that'll go back to Victoria. And Victoria getting monstered here. Oh, good hold. Great hold there from Lockie McKinnon. He's getting monstered now. Bentley steps up with Muxlow. Here's a couple of defenders that you don't want to mess with. As ball down, Stu Bentley. He's played a good game too. Campbell McKinnon comes as Lockie McKinnon gets ridden into the boards by Fleet. Oh, there's a big hack from Stu Bentley on Lockie McKinnon. And Fremo says, don't you do that to my blue man. And ball to be assessed here. We've got a penalty now. So Keegan Davies getting a penalty there for a slash. That was for the big if a wood chop could chop wood on the ground while he was on the ground. And it's back to 3-4 now. The numbers, WA have 1 in the box and Victoria have 2 in the box. So still man up here. WA in defence. There is 11 minutes and 20 seconds to go in the third term. Still 6-1. And Victoria just with 15 seconds left on the shot clock. Hall not panicking. Just looking to set some little picks up there. Hall, if he could score against the 4A here. No, that one's off the post. So that's going to go back to Victoria. As the clock stop gets reset. So Victoria have another opportunity, even though they are man down in the offensive end. So we see Caleb Hall out there. And he's just holding the ball. He's not giving it up to anyone at the moment. Campbell McKinnon just runs by him there before. So, and on the backside there, as gets a heap of pressure there. Hall over the back, little over the back shot. And the shot clock is about to run out, but Campbell McKinnon has a shot clock. Shot clock runs out there. Good work by the WA defence. So as all penalties look like they have been released, so we're going, no, maybe WA are still in their penalty for that slash on Keegan Davies. As Panting is just going to do the same thing this end. So Victoria back to a full strength 5 on the field. WA down to 4. Just trying to run out the penalty. 14 seconds left in the shot clock. As Matt Woods goes about his work. Chris Moffat kicks it down to Lucas Woods. Leaves some space open. Oh, a little air. Woods down there. But ball coming back the other way. Victoria, they could really do with another score here. As there has now been nearly 5.5 minutes expired in the third term. No score for Victoria since the end of the first. As sets outside, looks inside. Oh, great little behind the back there from Black. Just Curry couldn't see it again. Good save there from Magna. Looks at Ratch. Ratch pokes the ball out. Bentley with the ball now. Black, he's trying to give him some bruises to look that colour. Fleety looks up, nice bounce pass there to Simpson. Simpson's got Fleet inside. Under pressure there is Simpson. Just picks the ball up. Good interception from Hall. That's a touch and a tip. The ball will go back to Victoria. WA not real happy about that in the box, just quietly. But Victoria, where's this second goal coming from? And is that the one that's going to open up the floodgates? At the moment, They're certainly working hard in there, but WA under really good pressure. And there we go. Magna again. Can anything get past this keeper right now? As Keegan Davies breaks up the field. He has been an absolute monster in the cage, has Aaron Magna. As Koswara has the ball, kicks it over there to Connor Davies. Lucas Wood on. Looks up the top. DeVay kicks it down here to Panting. Panting gets the pick, steps up, looks in, shoots. That one's come off the feet, and that is going to be a Victorian ball as the clock shot runs out. And Victoria will bring it back into offense in what has been a very low-scoring third quarter. And they often say this is the premiership quarter. And at this stage, it is 0-0 to both teams. So a little bit of arm wrestle going on here. Who's going to win the flex of strength? Campbell McKinnon. He has Bentley on him. Just pushing him back. And what a feat this will be for WA if they can keep this ascendancy that they have as Ratchie comes over. That's just a little alley-oop. And we're in a stadium where they do play basketball, I'm sure, but we're in the wrong court for that one. And Magna, that's probably the easiest save he's had to make all day. And he has made a few. So WA, yeah, if they can, it's been 30 years, I think, since they played box last time. But here we go. Here's a fast man break coming down for Victoria. Ricketts with the ball. Oh, Magna. There is nothing getting past that man. He is a brick wall today in the cage for WA. And ball flicked out the back there. Moffat has the ball. Kicks it up there to Curry. Oh, little mistakes just starting to happen. I reckon the scoreboard pressure's getting in the heads of the Victorians at the moment. No, we're going to have a penalty here. Sorry. Okay, so a 2-minute there being served by the in-home, which is Cam Brown. So Cam's in the action. Gets his first penalty of the game and hadn't even had to step on the field. On the scoreboard. Great work, young man. So Victoria, man up. They haven't been able to break this WA defence yet. And Muxo out there with Fleety. Davies down with Bentley as Black comes through. Hall looks down the bottom. Bentley's all over that. He is reading like, and that will be a WA ball. And he is literally Bentley's reading that like an old newspaper that he's had sitting around the house for the last 10 years. He already knew what that was saying as Koswara just starts to assess the game here in the offensive end. Obviously in a penalty situation here are WA, so they're man down. And work just being done off the ball. 6 seconds on the shot clock. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Shot clock will expire. Koswara. Where's one after the shot clock expiration? But the ball is going Victoria's way. And who is going to be the man that just sparks the fire for this Victorian team? Because they haven't been able to get it past Magna today, all bar once. And we're coming up to 6.5 minutes to go in the third term. Victoria with only one goal on the board in this gold medal game. Black steps up. Magna, how good has this man been today as there's a hurdle goes on there. Ratchie picks the ball up in the crease. No goal. No goal. Waved away by Steve Green as he was lying in the crease. And Tim Ratchie just putting that one in the back of the net, but lying in the crease. So that's probably the only way that Magna's going to get beaten today. So ball down the back here. The 234s going at each other. That is Ramsey holding the ball with Dan Hall all over him. Fleety up the top here. Kicks it over to Muxlow. Muxlow in an offensive situation. Oh, there's a bit going on here. And there was a little bit going on in front of us here where I reckon there was a cross-check ad. Someone dropped the stick as if there was about to be a bit of biffo. And there we go. There is a goal for Victoria. And isn't he telling his teammates about it? Fantastic goal there from Jai Arambatsis, who has served a couple of penalties today. But number 9, Jai Arambatsis, puts the second one on for Victoria. And is that the one that is going to open the floodgates? Because Magna's been great. So number 9, Jai Arambatsis with that goal. And that sort of came out of relatively nothing for the Victorian team, as the ball is to be won. So can Victoria get on a roll here and look for another one? Victoria getting the ball out of the centre. McDonald with it. Kicks inside. There's one inside. Another one. Another one. Black gets another one. They haven't been able to score a goal since the start of the first, or early in the first quarter. We are now 5 minutes left to go in the third. And it's taken them about 25 minutes to warm up. But there's 2 in a minute. And Victoria, who wrote them off? They're back again. And a fantastic goal there by Black, number 91. And he gets on the board as we have a timeout called here. And we will have, with about 5 minutes 10 to go, current score is 6-3. Still WA's way, but Victoria with a fantastic job in that last minute to get 2 back on the board. WA calling a timeout. Obviously, great call out there from to WA timeout, just to stop the ascendancy there, just to get any of that testosterone in the Victorians that's up and about, just to try and get it out of their system. And while we have a break here, let me have a couple of shout-outs here. What do we got here? Jack Zubich. G'day, Jackie. Hope you're well, buddy. Scotty Dawson, the man himself, Mr. Scott Dawson. Harry Giannis, Peter Greenhow. For all your lacrosse needs, just get on to Peter Greenhow. He'll look after you. Mitch Kennedy. Shout out to you, Mitchy. Hope you're well, buddy. Cam Elon. Come on, Vixen. That's happening. Holy moly, first chance to get to this game. Not what I was expecting. Well, you would have liked it in the last couple of minutes there, Peter Greenhow, because a couple back the other way. Michael Pendock's also watching. And Pauline Mars says, you little beauty, Jai Arambatsis. And he has sparked, and it is sometimes unlikely, where he's been playing a lot of defence, Jai, but manages to get up the offensive end. And in the blink of an eye, Victoria have 2, and they're starting to win the ball. The ball is starting to fall their way. McDonald down off. Leedy comes off the bench. Could have nailed McDonald coming down the side there. Ball kicks up the top. And out the other side there, Lockie McKinnon gives it to Tim Ratch. Ratchy just nails again. And that's going to be a crease infringement. And Magna with a big save, so he's back on board with the saves after letting a couple in a minute. And if this is anything to go by, stay tuned to the ALN for your last quarter and 4 minutes 24, because this could turn into an absolute cracker. Send us your thoughts on where you think this game's going to head in the next quarter. Are Victoria going to come back, or have WA done enough and can hold these guys out as WA go around? Koswara steps around, gets a pick from Wood. Bang, big shot over the top. That ball's coming back to the Victorians as the shot clock expires. And Victoria with a chance to bring it back to a 2-goal game here. And Christine Shea says, yay, good go, Vix. Joey Castle liked it. Nice, he says. And loving the camera angles too. Well, Scotty and Garrett on the camera here doing a great job. But Scotty's been managed to get some cameras around the place. So he is the man of the moment. Ball turning back over here to WA. Jakey Baxter's watching. Eben Locke. He says, Tony's solo duties. Eben, do you reckon if anyone else was up here with me, they'd get a word in anyway in these big games? I doubt it very much. But love your work there, Eben. And a big shout out to, I'm going to say it, my beautiful daughter, Jordan Watts, is watching online as well. You know, you've got to look after the ones that matter. And Geordie Watts, big shout out to you, darling. Hope you're enjoying the live feed and having a listen to your old man once again. Ball out the outer side to be won. Victoria with a little bit of momentum here. Bell picks up the ball. Just looking, he's got Reynolds coming on the backside of him as Tony Joseph just gets to the bench. Caleb Hall says, give me the ball, please. Kicks it down there to Reynolds. Freeman comes on as McDonald, 4 sets, 3 seconds, 2 seconds. Great knockdown there from Bentley. And we are going to have a penalty here. Stu Bentley looks like he is going. Stu Bentley looks like he is coming to the bench here. So we'll listen to what Steve Green has to say here. But Stu Bentley walking to the bench. So an illegal cross-check there called by Steve Green on Stu Bentley. He was a bit perturbed at what he'd done, but obviously that one was just behind the play there, and Stewie walks to the bench. I reckon if he looks back, he'll know exactly what he's done. Victoria with an opportunity here. 2 minutes 57 in the third, and 6-3 here on our scoreboard. WA up. Great opportunity for Victoria to get back to 2 with a man-up situation. Moving the ball, gets the Black. Black over to Ratch. Ratch goes bang! Ratchy is on the board in a blink of an eye. They've halved the deficit that was for most of the quarter. And Tim Ratchy gets on the board, just sitting down in that power play for Victoria. And he likes that one, just popping it to the top corner. And we're in the blink of an eye back to a 2-goal ball game here at the beautiful centre that is the Westgate Sports Centre. And we're glad that you could be joining us on the live feed of the Australian Lacrosse Network. And Victoria with Timmy Ratchy getting on the board has brought it back to a 6-4 game. Muxlow with the ball to be won with Black. Yeah, we're going to have a legal push there. So Muxlow wins the ball, kicks it up there to Panting. And that was Tim Ratchy's first goal of the game. Black going about some work. Matty Woods just throwing some around. Yeah, this is where the game starts to step up. A little bit of feeling. 12 seconds left in the shot clock. Braden Panting won't worry too much about this. He's a monster of a man. They call him, I call him the freight train. Little one around the back. There's a good save. Things just starting to go Victoria's way at the moment as Koswara puts him into the boards. But ball coming back. Freeman comes on for Victoria. Campbell McKinnon down the back here. 1:55 left in this third. Kicks up to Hall. Holder the last scorer. Tim Ratchy, he wouldn't mind another one here. He's got a fire outside, little chicken wing. That one's come off the goalkeeper, as just about everything has today for Tim Ratch. As down the other end, Victorian keeper picks the ball up. Blakey Watson just sends it back. Campbell McKinnon, another one here would be interesting. Magna still all over it. WA, Afik Jackson picks the ball up, being monstered. Caleb Hall, there's a penalty coming here. And Afik Jackson still going. He's lost a glove and a helmet. He's just about lost his mouth guard as well. But Afik Jackson gets up and will put his helmet on.
Blue, cross-checking, 2 minutes. Six for blue, cross-check, it's 2 minutes.
So you can hear there Mr. Luke Keesing. Caleb Hall got a cross-check for 2 minutes. So WA, can they get another one here just to relieve a little bit of the perceived pressure that's happening in this game right now with 1:18 to go. So 30 seconds on the shot clock. Panting with the ball. Kicks it to Koswara. Koswara back to Panting. Over to Lucas Woods. Rotation starts to happen to Koswara. Panting. Looks down the bottom to Voyager, sitting down the bottom as well. Just running the clock. 16. Down to Devoy. Devoy kicks it over there. And Woods kicks it up, but Panting gets a rebound. Still 9 seconds. Looks at Woods. Bang. That one's come off the Victorian defender. And Victoria, through Tony Joseph, will try and relieve the pressure. Big hit coming, though. Devoy just misses. Sam Koswara. Tony Joseph, is he going to be a man that just, just gets a great little trail check there. It does Bentley. That ball comes back through the hands of Fleet. Kicks it to Devoy. And WA settle again. Still in a man-up opportunity here, RWA. Current score is 6-4. 23 seconds left in this game for the third quarter. Shot clock is at 9. So a 6-second differential in the shot clock. Kicks it over to Lucas Woods. Great save there from the Victorian keeper. 8 seconds left in the game clock. Victoria with 8 seconds, 7 seconds to go. 6 seconds. There's going to... Comes off the bench there. Pumba just misses the pass. And there we go. 3-quarter time here at the Westgate Sports Centre in Altona North, which sees that quarter with Victoria just starting to get back a little, keeping WA scoreless in the third. They did all the damage on the scoreboard that time, Victoria, and they are currently in deficit by 6 goals to 4, but that momentum shift sets up a fantastic last quarter on your live and free Australian Lacrosse Network as we go to some replays here. Oh, from the outside. Didn't he like that one? That was the one that sort of started the fire, and that was Jai Arambatsis. And the second one there coming off, that came in about 10 seconds after the second one. And then Ratchie finishing off. That was Blackie, that one. But then Tim Ratchie, he liked that too. Little wink on the way over. He loves it. Loves a rough and tough. And Ratchie just putting that one on. We've got a 6-4 ball game, and it is set up to be an outstanding last quarter here at the Gold Medal Championship game for the 2020 Australian Lacrosse Association Indoor Championships. And who have we got online watching? Let's have a look. Let's go back to where I was. Peter Brown's watching, the great Peter Brown. Liz Balfour. Great to see the views here. Christine Shea says yes, and that's obviously the Victorians starting to come back. Jane Mackin-Everall says, come on, WA. Pauline Marr says, now we're talking. Go Vics. Nice shot, Timmy. Tracy Hockey says, you got this, WA. Stay focused. And Chris Ives says, Tony, you are as loud as Darryl Eastlake. Obviously, you're sitting over the other side of the centre, because I have been known. Scott Gill here in the production, he always tries to pretend to be tone deaf when he's listening to me. But Broden Watson says, let's go Victoria. Charlie Zafara says, as long as he is not as big. Well, I'm getting there. Starting to put some weight on now, but hopefully I'll never get there. The great Steve Mortimer is also watching. Shannon Jones says, way to go, Tyson, number 91. Charlie Savaria says, come on, goal, guys on crease, goal, get dangerous, Victoria. Scotty McKinnon, come on the Vics. Liz Balfour says, love this battle, thanks to the ALN. And we're proud to be bringing this championships, thanks to the Australian Lacrosse Association for allowing us and partnering for these tournaments and allowing us to bring these to you. The more we can make lacrosse bigger, the better. And Tracy Hockey says, intense game, go WA. Ryan Stone, shout out to you again, Rhino. And Julie Simpson says, keep it up, WA. Daniel Elson has just joined as well. And what a time to join at 6-4 with 15 minutes to go in the last quarter. Okay, so someone has been thrown out of the game here. So something's happened there at the break. And someone just got thrown out of the game. We'll try and find out who that was, because Caleb Hall was standing down there and got sent to the bench. I didn't hear the call from referee Steve Green. Okay, so 99 was charged with the penalty. Stuart Bentley, and must have been thrown out of the game. So there you go. There's Stewie obviously had some real intensity in what he was doing out there, but I believe he's been tossed out. So 2 minutes and bang, Victoria. Tim Ratty gets back, Victoria back within one. And we have a game on our hands here with 14 minutes to go. 14 and a half minutes to go. And they are back to a 6-5 ball game here. And just what Victoria would have talked about in that last quarter huddle. How we're going to start this game, and that's the perfect way to start the game. So Tim Ratchie gets his second. And Victoria back within one. Fleety picks up the ball, kicks it over here to Lucas Wood. So Benji Muxo comes to the bench, subs coming on. Matty Wood and Panting. So used a very similar offensive set here has WA. Kicks it over to Panting. Victoria just starting to push out a little bit on this defense. They're giving holes behind. They've been asked to push out. They're obviously in a man-up situation. Panting steps in. Good save there. Great save from the Victorian keeper in Watson. And ball coming back the other way. So have we got an epic game on our hands here. Another goal here for Victoria to tie it up. And what did WA do with that? So 4-on-4 at the moment, WA and Victoria. No, Victoria have just been released. Penalty been released. 91, Black shoots at Magna. Too good for that. Fleet, ball to be won. Great pickup from Fleet. Plenty of pressure from Black. Gets through Hall. Hall kicks it up to Davies. Keegan Davies looks over. Gets Benji Muxlow. And they're just going to run some time off the clock here as they're in a penalty. And Connor Davies with the ball. He's a goal scorer today, Connor. He's got 2 for the WA team. Got them in the first and the second quarter. As Devoy comes up with the ball. And Matt Devoy stepping in, kicks that on the left-hand side. WA to win the ball. Looks up, Lucas Wood, and time runs out. And Victoria, again, with another opportunity. Now it's a one-goal ball game. 12 minutes 45 left in the fourth. 6-5 in the way of WA. And I believe that one of the guys has been thrown out for the Victorian team. That would be Stu Bentley. But I don't think we can confirm that, but potentially he was the one that was asked to sit. That is all clear. And it's Tim Ratchie, the man for the moment for Victoria, as he ties the ball game up. 3 in the last half so far. And we have a 6-all ball game here. Victoria, WA. And the big man, as I said at the start, he is a game winner and has played plenty of this, loves the rough and tough of box lacrosse. And Tim Ratchie putting the even score on the board for Victoria, and he has 2 in the last. And they always say cream rises to the top when it's required, as there's a pylon in the middle. Bell goes down, Muxlow goes down. Ball comes on. I'd get the ball in that man hand, number 23, because everything he's touching at the moment is turning gold a different colour. But ball gets picked up. And ball out. No, so Stu Bentley wasn't the one. We said 99 here. I'm sure someone said that someone got thrown out. Yeah, scoreboard said apologies, because Stu Bentley was definitely not thrown out. He was on the field. He was setting a penalty just before. Okay. So I'm sure Steve Green, we might try and get confirmation of that, but apologies to our viewers as panting, shot clock about to expire. Gets one up where 6-all big out that, just misses Black. And Magna cleans that up, just gets the mop and bucket out down that end, cleans the ball up. And we're going back the other way, WA. So 11 minutes 27 left in this final. Who has the mental stamina to keep up with this? And a little push there from Devoy. Oh, great shot there from Davies. Oh, sitting right behind that one. And Connor Davies gets his third of the game and puts WA up again. And there was very little light in that right-hand side pope. And Davies, what a shot that was. So Connor Davies with his third of the game. First of the second half. And 11-16, WA 7-6. Are we in for a shootout for the next 11 minutes and 16 seconds? Bell doing a great job in the centre, but Muxlow just going about his work with him. So Bell just waiting for subs. Just popping the ball. A little bit of calm for the Victorian team. McKinnon steps in. Curry kicks it over. Up the other side, steps around, and that is Campbell McKinnon. Lockie McKinnon, and ball down, but that fell fortuitously for the Victorian player there, but pops it over the top, and no damage done from WA as Muxlow brings it out to Panting. Down to the wire we go. 10 minutes 30 exactly now left on the game clock. And ball being pushed out the other side. Connor Davies, he's already got 3. Need to step up to him. He's broken stick there, so he can still play the man. Ball, Wood, Bang. Oh, that's rolled in. Matty Wood gets a kind roll. And in the blink of an eye, WA out to 2 goals. Broken stick on the field there. But that one went 5-hole. And the Victorian keeper in Watson got a big piece of it, but just rolled over the back there. And Matt Wood with his second of the game. And WA out to an 8-6 lead. So Matt Wood there with his second. First one of the second half. And 10 minutes 11 on the clock as Hall checks into the game. WA, Ratch. Oh, Ratch. Great save, Magna. Fake. Probably out-faked himself there, did Ratchy. Fleet looks down. Oh, great interception. Air Hall just assesses what he's got going on. A little bit from Davies. Oh, Davies just gets in the way. Keegan Davies just getting in the way of Hall. And ball up the top here with Lockie McKinnon. Over to Curry. Curry steps inside, goes down. Ball kicked. Little one rolls as the ball is going to go out here to Panting. And Panting will bring the ball into the offense. Another one here for WA. And will she start to open up her mouth? Because 2-goal game. Victoria did all the work to get back. You see this often when teams really push hard to get back in and all of a sudden the other team gets an ascendancy and it can get out to a 3 or 4 goal game after doing the work to get there. But Lucas Woods working really hard. Bounce shot there as the clock is about to expire. And ball coming back the other way. Moffat picks the ball up. WA getting back in great a job in defence. And Devoy just trying to run his Victorian opponent into his counterpart. Gamble McKinnon. Black inside, just getting tied up there with Davies. Down the back. Oh, Pumba. That's just got him in the knee roll. And unlike yesterday where Pumba put one in off the keeper, Magna's learnt from that. Okay. Gets the ball up to Fleet. Fleet pulls the ball over to Koswara. And just gives him one on the way out there, does Hawley. Just a little reminder that I'm still here. And ball up the top. And just assessing his opportunities here does Sam Koswara. Lines up. Bang. Pops. Reset there. Straight back into his stick. Like he's got a ball on it. Matty Woods, goal scorer from the last one. And he kicks it down to Davies, who already has 3 in the game. Kicks it over to Koswara. Koswara just looking to go inside. Not looking like he's a right-hander. Good save again there from Watson. But we're going to reset again. So up the top to Matt Wood. Davies is lurking at the top here. That is Connor Davies. So Matt Wood waiting for Lucas to come on. Lucas Wood just kicks it over there to Davies. Plenty of rubber tub. Sticks into Wood. Great stick there. Great work there from Moffat in defence. Just getting enough in that he couldn't do anything with that shot. And ball coming out here. Gets down the other way, but it's going to come back. Simpson with the ball. But great work there from Curry. Ball to be won here on the back in the offensive end. And Victoria just moving the ball out here. And they'll just resettle. Kicks the ball to Tim Ratchie. And Timmy assesses his options. As Pumba working really hard in the crease there. Campbell McKinnon just works himself inside, gets in air McKinnon. No goal there. Great again from Magna. Muxlow wearing the pressure of McKinnon now. Just goes long. That's off the roof, so that's going to go back to Victoria. And Victoria through Freeman will bring the ball back in. Kicks it to Lockie McKinnon, who kicks it over here to McDonald. Down to Freeman. Freeman looking for an option. Kicks it over there to Campbell McKinnon. Lockie McKinnon setting a pick for him. Campbell and Lockie working hard. Muxlow. Double comes in. Bang. Another save. Oh, that's all clear. That is going to be all clear, I would say. All clear. Luke Keesing right on the spot there. And Campbell McKinnon just popping that one away. And Campbell McKinnon gets it back. And we're back to an 8-7 game here. And back on the board. And Carolyn Coswara says, Stu Bentley on the field. Yeah, we got the wrong information here, Carol. We heard someone got thrown out, but Stewie was just in the box, so he's backing around. So apologies there. We don't get a feed up here from what the referees do as Lucas Wood goes about his business down in the offensive end. WA with 6 minutes exactly left on the game clock. 8-7 it is in the fourth quarter. Gold medal game and everything to play for here. Great save there from Watson. And Callum Thomas says we faked out the cameraman big time. Yep, there was a little bit of that going on. Christine Shea, Henry Haskett's watching. Big shout out to you, Henry, over at Coca. Hope you're well, mate. Hope you and Jack are well, and obviously, commiserations to your teammates, family and friends, and to you guys over there. Obviously, a young man at Coca losing his life to a shooter. So we send our best wishes out to everyone at the Coca University. Joshy Sills watching online. Declan Pitway's online. And Narelle Tatlow says, go WA. Trish Adams is watching. And Daniel Elston is loving the behind the goal vision. And that is all one S. Gill, who does a great job for us. Wood steps up off the knee of the goalie. So that's going to be a reset as he tiptoes the line down here. 8-7, 4 minutes 57. Gold medal up for grabs in the national championships. WA not having won one for over 30 years as they haven't been in the competition. And there we go. Is that the nail in the coffin? Braden, the freight train, panting, putting one past there, out to a 9-7 game with 4:45 to go. But I think this game has a little more left in it yet. And Panting gets on the board again. That is his second for the game. And WA just doing everything they can to keep the score in front here. 9-7 it is. And Callum Thomas says, boys. So we're in. Oh, back the other way. As quickly as it comes, as quickly as it goes. And fantastic there from the face-off player in Bell. Bell has a habit of doing that as well. So number 11, Nathan Bell, gets on the board in a blink of an eye. He hasn't given it up yet. 9-8 we are, 4:40. Oh, get on the ALN for this one. This is an epic. 4:40. Bell against Fleet. Kicks it out. Just missing the ball there was Hall. Bentley kicks it back over to Fleet and back over. Oh, that's a terrible mistake from WA. Just throwing the ball back over Hall. Wearing some real pressure from Connor Davies. Kicks it up here to Lachlan. Back out to Black. Black looks down. Just not getting the hands of Campbell McKinnon there. But Hall looks up. Oh, Magna. Comes off Magna. So they're going to get a reset here as Victoria. Oh, little interception. Bentley. Ball to be won here. Black against Bentley. Bentley goes down. Black goes down. And Bentley ran straight over the top. And he has stayed down there as he ran straight into the boards coming over the top. And that was a nasty one. Just didn't quite see the man in front of him going down and had nowhere to go. And the only way was over the top. But he's up wiping himself off. Just tough man is Stu Bentley. And he just finds his way to the bench. It'll be a Victorian ball. 3 minutes 50 to go in the fourth quarter. And everyone getting online here on the Australian Lacrosse Network. Jason Reynolds says, let's go WA, bring it home. Jane McEverell says, Braden Freight Train panting, loving it. Yep, the man's a monster. He is going to certainly light up the green and gold at some point at senior level, I no doubt. Braden panting. As the ball gets in the way, Benji Muxlow. Is this the nail in the coffin? Muxlow steps down, bang! That's gone tink, tink, tink off the bar. Straight up. Benji Muxlow finding the iron there. Straight up, but because it's gone up into the netting, WA will pick the ball back up. There'll be a reset on the clock here. And has the bar just done enough to put a little bit more into this game? Wood with the ball. Kicks it down to Lucas Wood. Back to Matt Wood. Over to Koswara. Great save, but there's a reset here. Cosy picks up his own scraps. Ball up the top with Panning. Lucas Wood. Matt Wood, setting pick for him. Comes off. Oh, looks inside. Lucas Wood. Good defense there from the Victorians. Pops that one over the top. Back to Matt Wood. Up the top to Panning. 13 seconds left in the shot clock. Now 10. Panting. Has Matt Wood setting a pick for him. Panting steps inside. Unloads. Great save again. Good save there from Watson. And with 2 minutes 41, 1 goal game here. Victoria have the ball in the stick through Scotty Filipponi. Oh, Ratchie says, get the hell out of my way. I'm coming through. And right there, Jackson just says, all right, how about I come right through? Jackson picks himself up. No major damage done there. But Timmy just showing that I'm going to go through whether you like it or not. Campbell McKinnon. He's got Curry working inside. Looks up the top. Over to Lockie McKinnon. And the shot clock is going to go. Stu Bentley just and walking away here, they say. Lockie McKinnon didn't like the little bit of extra work being done on the check after that one when the shot clock went by Bentley. But Rubin is racing, and for 2 minutes and 8 seconds, we're going to have a little bit more knockdown. And just threw it away there, did Cozzy, giving Victoria another opportunity. Ball kicks up there to Jai. He was the man that started the bit of the flame for the Victorian team. Ball out to Black. He's got Hall. Levy comes on. Little flick over. Pumba. Is he the man that's going to get it done for Victoria? No, Magna. Ball, nothing off him. Steps inside. Black. Magna. Oh, and that's in the knee. No, that's out to the right. Victoria picked the ball up again through Black. As Hall gets monstered. Penalty coming for Victoria. So they're going to find some man up here. Ball still to be won down the back. 19 seconds on the shot clock. We have 1:18 in the game. Victoria going for a penalty situation. Tim Ratch picking it up. Victoria with the ball. And we're going to have a stop clock here. And there's going to be 2 penalties here, I'd say, simultaneous. So 2 penalties being called here. 1:05 left to go. So Tim Ratchie with 2 minutes for a hold. And Benji Muxlow for WA with a 2-minute penalty as well for in the rear. With simultaneous penalties in this game, they could both be released onto the field. So 5-on-5 out into the court. So it'll be 5v5 onto the ground with a simultaneous penalty. And Chief Crew referee Steve Green is just assessing. That will be a Victorian ball. So here we go. 1:05 left in the game. We have both teams in penalty, but they're allowed to serve equally. So you're allowed to have 5-on-5, and we have a timeout called by the Victorian coaching staff with 1:05 to go. And what can this Victorian coaching staff come up with to get this game back to even score? Oh, it's coming down to the wire, you guys on the ALN. We absolutely are loving bringing this to you. And Jane Mashin-Everall says she can't watch. Well, I'm trying not to up here too, Jane, but I've got to. And it's fantastic. Face-off possessions win games, says Justin Herald. And Broden Watson said, great save, Blake. Yes, it was. Amanda Jane. About time the Vics to strike. Alex Mercy is watching, and Patrick Palmer have come on board. GMO just stepping in as well. 1:05 to go here, GMO. 9-8 is the score. Victoria down by 1, but with possession. both teams in a penalty situation with 2 minutes, but they can both be served with 5-on-5 on the field. Victoria having called a timeout to try and get one back on the board to even this score up and take it into overtime. And let's see who is going to stand up for the Victorian team. As for Victoria on the field, we see Black. And we have also Curry out there. Campbell McKinnon. Down on the bottom corner there, we see Ricketts. Oh, no, Campbell McKinnon, sorry, with the ball. Lockie McKinnon down on the bottom. We've got Hall on the right-hand side. Curry on the left. 21 seconds left in the shot clock. So plenty of time on the shot clock. Trying to organise some space here. Hall looking for space. Hall with the ball. Kicks it over here to Lockie McKinnon. Lockie, 9 seconds left on the shot clock here. Steps inside, Lockie McKinnon. No goal in the crease. That'll be a WA ball. 37 seconds left on the stop clock. 9-8. WA with the ball. Victoria have to put pressure on them. And can he push him over the line here? Chris Moffat going to the work. Afiq Jackson. 20 seconds left on the shot clock as we see Moff just losing a shoe. So he's down to one shoe at the moment. Obviously giving everything to get this back. Matt Woods, did he hear some footsteps with some pressure? Ball to be won. Victorian back in the ball. Tony Joseph has the ball. 8 seconds to go in the game. Tony Joseph. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And the time will run out. WA win 30 years plus since they've won this national championships. And what a game brought to you by the ALN. We hope you enjoyed that one back at home. But that was a fantastic win by WA, set up by a really good first half. Victoria, not to be disgraced, they come out and get the win on the board. But WA winners, first time in 30 plus years, and Aaron Mackner down on his haunches. He had an outstanding game, did Aaron Mackner. And for me, for WA, Aaron Mackner, man of the match right there, MVP in the final. For Victoria, I don't think you can go past Timmy Ratchie. He was pivotal when it started to matter. And WA winning their first national indoor title in over 30 years. So we'll send that one back to the WA people. There's some silverware coming back your way, WA. And we look forward to bringing this year, next year, because that's an outstanding game. Played in really tough but hard spirit here. And WA loving what they see. We might just go to some replays of the last quarter. And there was a few replays to have here. We see there kicking it out. Ratch steps inside, pops it away. That was number one. And he got a couple for the quarter, did Timmy Ratchie. And this is him again here. Steps up, pops. And that one's rolled in off the back. So that was a lucky one. That's two to Ratch, and that's just about time to score up there. WA back the other way with Connor. Steps down, and Connor, that was a sensational sizzling shot there from Connor Davies. Just popping it past the left-hand side. This one's Matty Wood. Gets to the same position. And that one popped in as well. And they loved that at that point. But it wasn't to be outdone here. Comes back the other way. Bang. And that was Campbell McKinnon. No, that was Campbell McKinnon with that one. So ball coming the other side. WA panting. Steps in. The freight train he is. Pops that one away. And I think that was the one that... just got the back in front. Bill, not to be outdone. Fast man break. Bang. Another one. And we had a 9-8 ball game at that stage. Sorry, no, that was a... so ball turned over there. Comes out the other side. And WA win that one. Oh, what a great game to bring you. And thank you to the Australian Lacrosse Association. And to Garrett on the cameras today. Scotty Gill, obviously, making everything happen and allowing this to come to you. And you don't see what happens behind the scenes, but when that dropped out, Scotty Gill had to jump off a stadium, go outside, reset at something that was 60 degrees, get back in here. He did it all within a couple of minutes, and that's the only transmission you lost out of here. So, look, we appreciate all the viewing public here. Peter Mulcahy says, not bad, boys. One season if 6 games. Wanneroo Joondalup lacrosse registration room just erupted. So, Mark Mangum was watching that. Pauline Marr says, great game, WA. Congratulations on the win. Vic's a great comeback there. Tracy Hockey says, woohoo, what a game, well done. Malcolm Plant says he is watching. Good work, boys. Go WA, says Ebony Goodings. And Di Williams says, nice work, boys. Andrew Whittington, was this box or indoor field? This was box, but it's obviously on a carpeted surface like that. Peter Greenhouse says, great tournament, great coverage. And Todd Jennings says, first year of PBL and straight away national champs. So, and Adam St. Jaw, how are you doing, Adsy? Jory, you ripper boys. He's pretty happy because that is all in capitals. As we are going to... we're just assessing what's going on. And... we can't see as the boys just line up here as the presentations are about to be undertaken. And WA obviously still smiling. But great job by Victoria to come back and level that up into that game. And WA with the big grins all over their face. They do. And... Beck Maundra said, yeah, that was awesome work. Great job, boys. WA goalie for MVP. I don't think he can go past Aaron Mackner in the cage as the MVP for that game for me. As we head down here.
Is that better?
To Greg Mollison.
First of all, I'd like to thank the Victorian players for all the effort that they've put in to get themselves ready for this contest. I appreciate their support and grateful forever. The West Australia, I take full responsibility with a young bloke named Alan Lua, who unfortunately is not with us. A couple of years ago, we ran a clinic after a Nationals, and this is a result. The fact that you guys are here, you're competing, and you've won the Australian Championships. I've been involved in box lacrosse for 44 years, and I can't remember, for the best of my memory, Western Australia ever winning before. So I congratulate you for that. While I've got the microphone, a couple of people I'd like to thank, in particular Rod Marr, who's done an incredible amount of work. His partner in chief would be Rick Benedicts, and the amount of work he's done. If you've been on Facebook, you've seen the Commonwealth Cup advertised. Do yourselves a big favour, support it. Spectators, get your asses here and enjoy some very, very, very good lacrosse. The MVP for WA today is number 88.
Thank you very much. I had to look around.
That's you.
I looked down and I go, that's right.
Okay, on behalf of... is that on? Yeah? All right. On behalf of Luke Oliver and myself, I want to firstly thank Roxanne Levy and Murray Gates and everyone back at Western Australia Lacrosse. Without those guys doing what they're doing, we wouldn't be here, so thanks to them. Between Benny and Simon and Lukey, this team is well represented with guys doing what they do. I can't be there all the time and you guys take up all the slack. I don't do much at all. You guys do an excellent job. Thank you. Jamie Lee, oh, that worked. Jamie Lee and her crew, amazing job. our guys were very well fed and everything went down without a hitch. So Jamie Lee and her crew, thank you very much. To these zebras standing behind me, you guys have the hardest job here in the fastest sport on 2 feet, and making the correct calls is a very hard job. I do apologise for my constructive criticism throughout the games, but thank you for all your hard work. Everyone who set this up, as in what Greg just said, Rocket and Rick and everyone involved there, I apologise if I miss anyone. Thank you. It's our venue, yeah? We need to keep it that way, we need to work it, and it's a good venue, and thank you. The guys up there, behind the microphones, behind the cameras, to be able to hold a coaching session 2 hours after the game and show the guys where they went wrong, how we can improve, is all thanks to you. And what these guys and people at home get to see is amazing. Please keep going. You guys are the ones that are growing this game. Thank you. The WA boys, me and Luke here, fairly proud at this point. We spoke about before this happening, our goal was to improve our position from last year and make the final game. Well, we did that. And we took the next step. We are so proud of you guys. Thank you. Sorry, I rambled on, Vix. Thank you so much for the game. You guys are always a hard game. And you guys were coming there, I think, another quarter, and you guys are going to get your heads back up. So thanks for not doing that. That was good. Your MVP today, Nathan Bell, number 11. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. The closing ceremony will start in a couple of minutes, so if I can ask all the teams to remain on the court, and we'll get underway in a couple of minutes. Thanks.
As we see them wrap up the proceedings there with the MVP, they will obviously have the presentations of that. Just going through the MVPs for today. For your victorious WA team, number 88, Connor Davies with the MVP there. Fantastic job by Connor. And on the Victorian side, number 11, Mr. Nathan Bell, he got the MVP honours for the Victorian side today. And really good job by all involved. And we might just have a little break, and we might try and get down and catch some people down there. So we'll be back very, very soon. And as we wrap it up here from the Westgate Sports Centre in the beautiful Altona North, as presentations just start to go on behind us, a big thank you to everyone involved for putting this tournament on. The man behind the camera, Mr. Garrett, thank you very much, mate. You're doing a great job, even getting me. Mr. Scotty Gill, who's just sitting to our right. Maybe you can pan that way just slightly. There he is, the man that keeps the ALN running. And obviously myself, Tony Watts. It's an absolute pleasure to be able to bring these games to you live and free on the Australian Lacrosse Network. We have plenty of more games coming up with national championships and other events coming throughout the year. So stay tuned to the #1 channel for all your Australian lacrosse on the Australian Lacrosse Network. From the beautiful Westgate Sports Centre and the victorious WA indoor box team, I am Tony Watts. I'm going to say thank you and goodbye. Until we see you next again on the ALN, stay safe and look after yourselves.
Playoff in the final in the higher bracket. We finished 9th place overall, and today we've got a presentation for each of the team members, and we have 16 players from the 23 here, and I just call out one at a time just to step forward and receive their ALA recognition medal. Nathan Bell, Victoria. Tyson Black, Victoria. Simon Fleet, WA. Caleb Hall, Victoria. Daniel Hall, Victoria. Marty Hyde, Victoria, 2019. Sam Kilford, South Australia. James Mullins, South Australia. Ben Muxlow, Western Australia. Keith Nyberg, Victoria. Tim Ratke, Victoria. Darren Ricketts, Victoria. Kieran Sandow, South Australia. Cameron Samler, South Australia. Jesse Winnan, South Australia. And Lucas Wood, Western Australia. Our team staff, assistant coach, Wade Hammond, WA. Assistant coach, Anthony Filippa, South Australia. Statistician, Cameron Adams, South Australia. Manager, Jamie Lee Selvage, Victoria, Western Australia. Jacinta Fuzi, Medical Officer, Victoria. And our referee representing Australia, Steve Green. Ladies and gentlemen, the 2019 Australian Men's Indoor Team and referee.
We'll just wait a sec while all these. We'll just take a minute while the photographs are all taken. Congratulations, team of 2019. Well done. Thanks, guys and girls. It's now my pleasure to hand over to Adrian Burns as the officiating in control for this event, and I'll allow him to make the presentations behind it. Thanks, Adrian.
Thank you, Mike. What a fantastic tournament. And I hope you will agree with me that it was helped and brought along by the officials today. I'd just like to recognise the 3 officials who were the grand final crew. So if you can just come up and grab your medals, guys. Steve Green, who was the crew chief. Cheers, mate.
I got tape.
What?
I got tape on my.
Jason Lawrence. Cheers, mate. Well done. Cheers. And a newcomer to the fold, Luke Keesing. Congratulations, mate. Cheers. Left me with a microphone.
It's now my pleasure to introduce Jan Jackson as our Director of Competition to take you through the All-Stars team. Thanks, Jan.
Thanks, Mark. It's my pleasure to announce the 2020 ALA Men's Indoor All-Stars team. The starting lineup, 22, Western Australia, Aaron Matchner. Congratulations. All that hard work paid off. I know. Number 11 from Victoria, Nathan Bell. You have a heavy neck with all these medals, Nathan. Congratulations. Number 9 from South Australia, James Mullins. Louder. Congratulations, James. Number 2 from South Australia, Jessie Winnan. Well done, Jessie. And I love your little boy too.
Yeah, he is. Thank you.
Number 32 from Western Australia, Sam Kozawa. Or however you like to say it.
Thank you.
Number 23 from Victoria, Tim Ratchie. I know, yeah, just killing you. Congratulations, Tim. All-Stars coach, Wade Hammond. Well done, Wade.
Thank you very much.
Oops. Right. And All-Stars official, Steve Green. It is now my pleasure to present the winning medals and the championship trophy, and I'd ask Western Australia captain Ben Muxlow to come forward and assist me with that, please.
First up, we've got Braden Panting. Keegan Davies. Simon Fleet. Sammy Hard to Get Rupper. Connor Davies. Stu Bentley. Lucas Wood. Matty Wood. Nathan Simpson. Greg Mulcahy. Cam Mulcahy. Cam Brown. Warren Brown. Sean Levy. Matthew Devoy. Arthik Jackson. Sammy Second Best Koswara. Aaron Mackner. Jenna Wood. Assistant coach Luke Oliver. Head coach Wade Hammond. Just a quick thank you to the crowd that's rocked up to give us someone to play in front of. Thank you to all the dignitaries that have made this happen. Thanks to Steve for putting it on and organising it also. To South Australia for coming across. New South Wales for making it down. The Victoria guys, thank you for an amazing match. We know who we need to, you're the guys we strive to be and we want to be. To the referees, thank you. Wouldn't have happened without you. To ALN for giving everybody the chance to watch it, whether they're here or whether they're interstate or whether they're overseas. They're continuing to help grow the game and make it what it is. So thank you to everybody.
Okay. It's now my pleasure to present the Mollison ALA Championship Trophy to the Western Australian team.
Excuse me.